Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Straight into a game. Unfortunately, this was my very first game, and the capture thing didn't capture the beginning of it for some reason. There you go. First, a bit annoying there. I lost a bit of health there, and because I missed my first shot. My first shot went into a mast on one of the boats, and that's enough to stop a tank shell apparently. So that was a little bit annoying, but we're having a good game already so far. Our team is one ahead. I'm in my Ragnarok again. Sorry, I do put out a lot of replays into this thing because at the moment, like I said, I'm grinding silver so I can then, you know, try to do some free marking of tanks. And you need a lot of silver if you want to do that. So I'm grinding silver, and the best money earner I have is the Ragnarok, and it's just a very, very good tank anyway. So we're going to get pushed by this guy. Or there he is. Wow, there we go. It's gone already. So we just got over about 2.5 combined damage right now, and the team is now on equal footing. Now I'm going to keep pushing this way. There's quite a few of their team are on the. That was quite a good shot by the artillery there, waiting for me there, and then as soon as I kind of like disappeared, and then there's our first artillery. I'll take that guy out. We really like taking out artillery at the moment because they still haven't nerfed the artillery, which I'm really annoyed by. Because I've been out in a play session about 2.5, 3 hour play session. I was killed on the move in medium tanks by artillery on 3 separate occasions. And it's just like really need to nerf these things now because the game's pretty unenjoyable when you've got artillery in the game. So unfortunately, we can only put 1 shell into that artillery because well, we only have 1 shell left, and luckily someone else took him out before he could hit us. So we are now, yeah, just over 3,000 combined. We're getting spotted because there's a light tank, and I haven't really noticed just yet. Still quite hard to notice when you're getting sneaked up on. This Vanguard again wasted that shot, so I'm gonna try to make sure I hit the next ones. There we go, track him and do damage, and we put a second shot into him. But unfortunately, he does take out our heavy. Very unfortunate. He's on a tiny bit of health. This guy, for some reason, just wants me to ram him to death, and I'm happy to do so. So we only got 3 enemy tanks left, so we are advantage on that front. Another one gets taken out, so we know where 1 heavy is, and then that medium is up there, and we're hoping he's going to show us a bit of himself to us, but unfortunately not. So we're going to try to scramble for the last bit of damage on this game before it finishes. Hopefully that's what happens. This was recorded a few days ago now, this one, so I'm not particularly sure what happens. But yeah, I still run premium consumable when it comes to food on this thing. Pretty much all autoloaders. It just makes them so much better. So we're trying to get a bit more damage here. Trying to get this guy out, and he's taken care of by artillery, well, it's things. So we've just got this 1 tank left, and he's given the other guy a lot of trouble, and he takes him out, unfortunately, but we managed to shut him down pretty quickly. So that was a decent game, doing what Ragnaroks normally do. Getting the 6 kills in there and just over 4,000 damage. It's pretty good. I've played a lot of games in this thing. It's only really creeping up on the old marks of excellence. So obviously people are having great games in this thing. So if I need to mark this thing, I've got to really put out the damage in this. Anyway, I'll see you in the next match, guys. So here we go, in the Object 140. Since the update, I mean, I enjoyed this tank anyway, but the update has just made the reload just that much better. But it's a very dangerous tank. So we're on Pilsen. I mean, what else could I be in? The maps are just getting very irritating right now, just repeating the same maps over and over again. But it is what it is, right? You know. So we come up here just to spot anybody who's trying to cross. We ain't got the best view range, but we haven't got bad view range either on this thing. And this guy, yeah, really silly move. There we go. T-57 heavy, and yeah, he just for some reason it just lets us hit him here. Failed to damage, but this guy is now getting in our way. Very irritating, but then he just sits there. We're trying to keep him tracked as well, so we just can get this guy out of the game. There we go, get him out of the game. Almost 1,000 damage on one tank. It's not bad, not bad. So we are getting a bit swamped by our team here, or kind of making things more difficult for us to actually shoot anything. So we push up on through. We get another shot in, but only damage his tracks, unfortunately, because he's well angled. Yeah, and we see a mini waffle. So we try to get a shot on him. It was going to be a hard one to hit, but it was worth the risk. Bit of free damage. It's not like if it hit, it definitely would have penned. So take the shots when you can. So we're pushing up here because our team is pushing quite heavily. We get a shot into that. What is it? Is it a pattern or an M60 or something? I think it's a pattern. And he was going for me there for some reason. It's M60. Was it M60? Pattern variant, whatever. Bounced that shot. Just angled a little bit too much there. A bit of RNG. Not helping us there. So we're pushing them quite heavily here. And we're going to have a lot of trouble with that 705. He's going to actually be a right pain. He's angling really well. We track him in place. Hopefully someone else is going to get some damage into him. But we pull back. We seem to be losing this position a bit. Yeah, it's a pattern. And he's really not doing the best job there. We do a bit of damage and track him in place. That's 705A. But he's actually going to outplay us or outluck us. There we go. We duck in just as he was about to fire there. I'm trying to track him in place, but it's just not working. I'm not getting anything done. I don't know how he hit me there. That's very annoying. Track him in place again. We back up because he's not giving us any chance to really pen him. So there's no point in playing that corner if we can't help. So these guys are pushing by the looks of things. We were pushing them, and now they're pushing us by the looks of things. Trying to get a shot off, but not getting much to shoot at right now. And then we get I think that's an E75. And then, again, look. So I decided to go that corner. The two teammates taking this corner have now decided they want to play that side too. Which means this side is completely unguarded, so they could push around and get rear shots into us. So I'm trying to protect this flank. And again, the 705 is peeking. And all we get, I think, there is another tracking shot. And now this guy's coming back to play. So I don't know what he wants to do, you know. I don't want to really play that corner. That 705 knows what he's doing. Managed to get a nice shot into there, well on the move. The accuracy, of course, is very good. We've managed to take that guy out before he can fall back. And then this pattern is still alive. I don't know how. Now we get hit again. We're on very low health. So we've got to play very cautiously right now. So we're using that guy in front of us as cover. And the mouse as well. So we don't want to get hit, really. A lot of things can one-shot us right now. But we managed to take that guy out before he gets a shot in. It was obviously worth the risk of that. Now, take that guy out as well. Finish him off. So the teams are now equal again. It looks like all the fighting's all going to be done on this side. I think the other flanks will wiped each other out. So I'm not going to get round the rear. I really want a bit of... I saw red a little bit and really wanted revenge on the 705A who managed to outplay me a couple of times there, really. So we're going to push up. This most likely will get us killed, but I was just determined to take care of this guy, because if we don't take him out, there's a good chance the enemy team will actually win, because he is a good player. But yeah, no, he was taken care of. Unfortunately not by us, but we managed to drain a lot of hit points from him, so that's fair. We've only got one enemy tank left, and there he is. So I duck in, and then realise he's fired. So we're going to go in, try to finish him off, because we've got a good reload on this thing. So we're going to be able to put out 2 or 3 shots before you can put one out. And then unfortunately we bounced that hit. Very unfortunate, and then we're like, oh, we're screwed. But we managed to really get that 3rd shell in before he could. So that's how good the reload on this thing is great. So we got 5 kills. We lose a little bit of money, not major amount of damage, but we got 5 kills and we got 1st class. So I thought it would be worth putting this video on. So yeah, there's only 2 of us left, so it was quite a close game in the end. I'll see you in the next match, guys. Alright, we're at the Dragon again. Seeing a lot of these replays. I know they're very common replays to see over other World of Tanks contributors, because it is a bit of an OP thing. Like I said, trying to earn money, trying to earn silver. I usually take out my Ragnarok, and the Dragon is right next to it when I do my list. So I always take out the Dragon, because you're almost pretty much guaranteed a decent game in this thing. If you play a couple matches, you're bound to have a good result. Even bad games seem to have at least a decent amount of damage in. So we're going out in what's this map called? I forget what this map's called. But our team are doing what most teams do at the moment. Even tier 10 games are a bit like this. Our team just sits at base or in one corner of the map and doesn't leave it. Even like medium tanks. I've had several tier 10 games. I've had enough. I'm throwing up a good game every 2 seconds, because we're already tanked down. We've got 2 artillery as well. It's just not going to be a fun game. And I've had a lot of games like this where my team just sit at base or sit in one corner and just let the enemy team take control of the map and farm them for all their health. You know, and I do what I can. I try to fight my flank or whatever. But this game, I was just like, nah, you know, whatever. Okay, if we're going to camp, I might as well camp with them. So again, blind shot into that guy. Must have set him on fire. He put it out because he had a fire extinguisher or whatever, crew skills for it. And we're just going to do a bit of camping, unfortunately, guys. Because we're not going to leave. The enemy, our team is not going to leave the cap area. Yeah. Light tank would be very nice. What, I don't know where that went. Must have just missed. But it'd be very nice to take out the light tanks, to be honest. They're going to probably ruin us. If we're going to camp and they've got three light tanks running around, you know, not good for our team, that's for sure. Especially with artillery. So there you go. This guy's just sitting there. So that guy there is going to... So we had a TD. Well, we pretty much like all camping. And then we got a TD on the 9 line there, just going up towards the hill. Like, far too late, far too late. And he's going on his own. It's game over for him. But hopefully he will spot something up, spot some enemy out. And these light tanks are doing a pretty good job of just spotting people up and not getting into the line of sight. So yeah, it is what it is at the moment, guys. Now obviously people go, oh, we need artillery to stop people camping, but that's exactly the reason why these people are camping, is because artillery is so accurate at the moment. You know, that people are just like sitting back. Even mediums, you know, who should be doing like a spotting as well. If there isn't many light tanks in the game, they should be spotting and taking sniping shots and stuff like that. But even mediums can get hit and killed on the move, so even mediums are camping at the moment. You know, in the past you could have some take a speculative shot because they're just pushing there, and yeah, managed to hit and pen someone. I'm going to try to stop this push here. You know, in the past, when you had camping teams, you would have TDs, heavies, and that'd be it camping, really, for the most part. But now, you're having mediums camping as well, because you know, they don't want to get hit by artillery. And there, we try the polo shot there, but he disappears at the wrong time. There we go, we've got one more guy out. So we're down to 7 tanks. This guy's just poking. I managed to hit. I don't know what hit, maybe his gun. Don't know what this light tank's doing. He's not doing any spotting now. He's just sitting there. And again, we're rushing our shots because we know the game's going to be over very soon. I'm just trying to get that little bit of extra damage. At this point, I've taken some blind shots and hit, but at this point I've only got 1,000 damage, so that's not very good. That's not a good result. And then this guy is there again. We're going to go for the Campolo shot, and it bounces because it's a Minuteman, of course. We've got a bit of assisted there. And then we go for premium rounds. Still doesn't do anything. Not even splash. Yeah, it's pretty much... Yeah, one of our artilleries is taken care of. Got artillery is just sitting on the flank for some reason, even though there's no one there to help. And now he's going for it. He's going for it. And then we're just gonna keep on the move here because artillery is going to be going for us any second. Trying to back up our artillery at this point, but it's going to be too late. We've got a light tank. I don't know what he's doing really. He's just moving around the base area, and then this guy just shows up. He's YOLOing us. We managed to put a shell into him. We try to miss his shots, and we do for the most part. And then And there's TDs up on there. He pen, because even at that angle. And he can't get the... he can't get his gun down. So we're just going to try to shoot him down here. Oh, just missed the artillery, just missed us there. And he rolls over and dies. So we're down to 3-1 situation. And there's the SU. Can do me a big old bit of damage. And we get a light tank, and I'm lucky. 3 shells, that's it. But no, it's one of those stupid tanks with like 20 shells in it. So he pretty much eliminates us there. Down to 1 hit. Either get splashed down, and this is what I mean. Terrible teams. And then bang, we managed to hit 1 shell into him. But that's not enough to finish him. He's on pretty much on full health here. So we got just over 3,000 damage combined. So we wait. We're gonna back up and actually head towards their base, because I'm expecting the artillery to rain shots down. I'm expecting the light tank to turn around and come this way, but he doesn't. And the artillery shell does come in, but yeah, a little bit late. It's very speculative of where I was going to be then. And then I get spotted up. The light tank has taken the wrong road, and we got him dead. Now we have to worry about the artillery. So we've had a good game in the end. We've taken care of most of the enemy. And of course, 1 guy left. We could have easily won that game, but no. Yeah, so there you go. Artillery can hit you on the move. We managed to get... oh, how many kills? 3 kills. About 4,500. And that would have been really nice to have won that game. But of course, artillery now is super accurate and can hit mediums on the move and even light tanks on the move. Thanks, Wargaming. Anyway, I'll see you in the next match, guys. That was a close one. Right, we're in the Stark. So that's the tier 8 Swedish TD. Like I said before, it's not a particularly good tank, this. It's got good camo, good rate of fire, very good pen, which sounds great, but honestly, this tank can do wonders in the right situation. And this is going to be that game where the enemy team pushes, but and we can hit them, but they don't push enough. They're not confident enough to push completely to spot us and kill us. Basically, that's basically what a perfect game in this tank is. Your team losing and the enemy team pushing, but not pushing and not fully committing to the push. And as you can see, I'm already happy chappy because we've already lost 1 tank already in like 2 seconds of the match, and it's a light tank, unfortunately, because that's and we are bottom tier as well in this game, so I'm not expecting much. At least we got an open map for this tank. It could have been worse. Could have been Pilsen or something. So we're going to try to spot people up. Yeah, well, we're going to try to get shots across there, but the light tanks are not doing a great job at spotting, really. And then we realised there isn't actually many of us going to the hill. We've got some heavies, but they're right behind me, so they've taken the hill already. That's not a good sign. The other flank, and looks like they've come up this flank full force because there's no one on the other flank being spotted up. So we are losing tanks quite quickly. So we're backing up, but we want to just take care of them here. And there we go. First kill, the Scorpion G. And yeah, we managed to hit and pen the machine, and he unfortunately repairs it, or he's got a very good crew. And yeah, this pattern. So obviously, accuracy and pen are going to be working wonders in this game. We've penned and hit and penned the pattern cupola there. We're going to go for another shot, and we hit it again. Very, very nice. And yeah, these guys are basically winning this flank, but at the same time they're not fully committed, and they're pushing, and we pen that cupola again. So that's 3 shots in a row. We're farming a tier 10 here, and we're not getting spotted either. And we just... Did we pen that one? I can't remember if we penned that one. We damaged something. We might not have got any damage. We're bouncing, and we actually get spotted by something. So that's a bit unfortunate. And again, we get some assisted. There's not many of us here defending this flank now. It's just one heavy and the artillery and us. And again, we switch to premium rounds now. Premium rounds are only a little bit better. They're not really worth putting on very often. So we're trying to lose our sixth sense and go back to the same spot, really. That guy's good. That guy's taken care of. We couldn't pen that guy. And we're waiting. There's this guy here. We're going to put a shot into him, try to track him. We've gone back to normal rounds now because we don't need the premium for here. This guy, at least not side on. And it looks like he's just going to push. Unfortunately, he gets tracked just behind cover. And yeah, again, he's pushing out. We're trying to track him in place. We do. And we pen as well. And we get the kill as well. So that's great. That's I don't know what that was, to be honest. I can't remember. Is that a tier 9 or tier 10? Anyway, our team is winning, but they do still have tanks on the hill, which could make all the difference, and they could pull back a win. And there, ooh, he's come back. No, that was very unlikely to hit, but very unlikely to hit and pen. We only saw the slightest part of his turret. Oh, and then there's the light tank. Very dangerous tank to be left alive. Unfortunately, we missed that shot, and then he disappears, and there's just no real way of knowing where he is. And then we see this guy. He's coming up, trying to attack our... Is it our mouse? Yeah. Trying to find the cupola shot, and he's just not really showing me much. So I'd go for the shot anyway. And then I realised that there's not that many guys left. So we're going to actually push up in a minute. Which is a very risky thing to do in this tank. Simply because out of siege mode, it has no accuracy. It's the derpiest of derp guns. And you got... and obviously it takes time to get back into the siege mode, so it's not... like I said, it's very, very situational, this tank. You can't really push or anything in that. This tank is purely a sniper tank. And yeah, so there's not many guys left. We're gonna just push, you know, see if we can get a bit of extra damage before the game's over, even if that might mean us getting killed. So we go back into siege mode because we did see a light tank popping up there. I was thinking that they might push this flank just to kill this heavy and then go and kill the artillery, but it looks like they're concentrating on the other flank, which is probably a bad idea. They should probably come and finish us off, which they could do pretty easy, and then turn around. So they're not getting pushed by 2 flanks. But they don't do that, so we'll take advantage. And we'll carry on using the siege mode. Because well, I mean, we're thinking that we're going to see something pretty soon, right? Like someone's going to push us or show us something, but they're not. So yeah, sorry about this. This is a bit boring, watching me slowly climb up. So we go out of siege mode. We give up with that, and then we're just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna try to farm, and then we get back into siege mode very quickly as this guy shows up. We manage to pen his side. This guy, don't know what, don't know. I wasn't sure whether he was aiming at me, but I guess he probably was because there's no way of him spotting up the artillery. And that guy's taken out. So we're gonna just see what happens along here. They managed to take one of us out. That light tank again, we take him out of the picture. And that E100 is just going for it. We managed to pen him. Tried to get a shot into the next guy, but he's taken out before we can get there. So that E100's pushing down the hill. He's just given up at this point. He's just trying to get a bit of extra damage. But then he's come along that way, so we didn't pen him, unfortunately, with that shot. Very annoying. We didn't even track him, so that was, yeah, not impressive. And we take him out of the game as well. So that no one even hit me. So that was very nice. So we managed to get the old 4 kills and just under 5,000. Well, no, 5, 6, 7, 7,000. Yeah, that's so that's a very good game overall in this thing. Very unusual, very unusual. So yeah, unusual game, that one, mastery game. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed those games, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.